the argument has no longer been set as to what Colin Kaepernick was trying to draw attention to. It's essentially now been categorized by the president as you stand for the flag, and if you don't, you are against it, and you're against all of us who are patriots, and you're not, and you're SOBs, et cetera. So the league is having a meeting next week with ownership. Has something been decided already? What is going on behind the scenes here?
No, I mean, there's several camps here, and obviously this has become such a divisive issue, and people are framing it and reframing it to sort of meet their needs. But the bottom line is the NFL is a business, and if a president, quote unquote, only has 36 or 38% of the country behind him, plus another group of people who maybe don't believe with him politically, but who just want football to be their escape on Sunday, now that's enough people to make you worried about attendance and ratings and sponsorships. So there's some people who are with Trump and just say everybody should stand, it shouldn't be an issue. There's some owners who feel like their players should have the right to do that, but sort of at what cost. There's some who aren't sure. And there's the league who's trying to bridge this gap by creating this ongoing conversation with players to say, we will invest assets, time, money, ourselves into your outreach in communities, specific grassroots efforts. Malcolm Jenkins and trying to criminal justice reform, or going to Capitol Hill, or riding with police officers, or helping doing community policing. We're going to support all that, but sort of the rub would be we'd like for this 90 seconds on Sundays not to be a point of sort of demonstration or protest. I don't know how you get uniformity. I can't even barely say the word.
Unity on that.
Among that many players, right? And does it come as some would want to do the carrot, and there's some owners who just want to do the stick, and they want to have a vote and come out of this meeting saying you either stand or we're telling you right now we're going to fine you, suspend you, sit you, or whatever. I can't tell you what the outcome will be. My suspicion from the people I've talked to is it's somewhere in the middle and more along the lines of we're going to reinforce the idea that we can do these things that are in the game day manual. We really don't want to do them, and we're going to give you concrete things that we're going to do in the community for you, and we're going to hope this thing sorts itself out.
What about, and 1 minute to go, what about doing what the NBA does, allow the guys to wear whatever they want to wear, make whatever statements they want to make before the game? And I understand that what they're currently doing right now does not and remotely equate to what is a fashion statement. But what about that? And some sort of compromise in the middle here, as opposed to just some fiat that might get the players outraged, and thus a lot of fans.
Right, and I don't think it's going to come down in that extreme manner. But I mean, we've seen what they're doing now with easing what you're going to be able to put on your sneakers and stuff like that. That's a conversation that people at Park Avenue are open to having. I guess I just don't know that they're going to come out of that meeting with sort of a concrete policy. I suspect it reads more like a mission statement that still does have some open-ended parts to it.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on radio stations across the country and audience.
If you like that, download our app. Please, just if it's a memory thing, just delete other apps. You don't need those apps. This app, the Rich Eisen Show app, you need that.